Dear students of class 8, today's topic is the new chapter, some natural phenomenon. About some natural phenomenon, we have to learn here about the lightning and thunder and earthquake. Now, before we start the main objective, we have to learn something more before we know about the lightning and thunder. First, we have to know that electricity. We know that what is electricity, but electricity, two type of electricity is there. One is static electricity, another is current electricity. Now, static electricity is that charges stays where they produced. That means charge where produced, they stay there. They do not move. And current electricity, charges flow from one point to another point through conductor. That is current electricity. Now our objective is here that static electricity. Now how static electricity originate? Origination of static electricity is first by rubbing or friction, second is induction, and third by touching. Now by rubbing or friction, that if we rub one object with another object, then we know that all the object made of atoms, and that atoms contain electrons. Now when we rub any of the object, we lose electrons, and that electron will be gained by the other object. The object which lose electron will become positively charged, and the object which gain electron will of course become negatively charged. Now the object, which one become positive charge and which one become negative charge? Which one become positive charge and which one become negative charge, that depend upon the capability of the object of holding electron. Now there is, we gave a series of electrostatic series. You can see the series, that at that series top is written glass, then wool, then fur, then silk, then cotton, then ebonite, then plastics, then rubber, carbon, then rubber. Now the top one of the top one have weak electron hold property, and bottom one will have more electron hold property, strong electron hold property. Now if we rub any of the top one with the lower one, the top one always lose electron, that become positive charge, and bottom one will become negative charge by accepting it, that those electrons. So if we rub wool with silk, the wool will get positive charge and silk will get negative charge. So that is the electrostatic series, and this is one of the main reason behind the origination of static charge. Next we come to that induction. Induction is that if a charged object, say positively charged object, a charged object bring nearby one uncharged object, the charged object induce opposite charge to the near of the uncharged object, and at the far end will produce the same charge. That is, here it is a positive charge. The positive charge will induce negative charge at the near end of the uncharged object, and at the far end will produce the same charge. What is the reason behind it? Reason is that, say here it is a positive charge object I bring nearby the uncharged object. That positive charge will attract the electron of the uncharged object towards it, so the electron will come to the nearer end of the charged object. this positive charge object. So this near end become oppositely charged, and far end they lose the electron from there, and so the far end will become positive charge. And this process is called, this uncharged object become charged due to the presence of this charged object is called induction. And this charge is called induced charge. Whenever we remove this charged object, the induced charge also abolish. And third one is by touching. If I touch a charged object, say plus charged object to uncharged object, the uncharged object will get some charge from the charged object. This is by touching. So there are three ways of many other way also there for static charges, that is the radioactive rays and different cosmic rays can produce charge in the atmosphere, and that still unknown how they produce the charges. So in the next topic I'll start that how can we detect the charge of a charged object and the nature of the charge of the charged object.